Hi, I'm Linda Stafford with Stafford Business Consulting. I get a lot of questions about companies or people who've seen videos on YouTube that talk about government contracting and being a middleman. When I ask them what that means, they say that they've seen a video that tells them that they can just issue or submit a bid and then just give all the work to another company to perform. And then they sort of just through this paperwork shuffle are able to be a government contractor. Um, and I'm here to explain that's really not a long-term strategy or a solution that's going to be viable. So here's why. First of all, there's no such thing as a middleman. You're either the prime contractor, which means you got the contract, you submitted the bid, and the government awarded your company, the contract. If you choose to give some or all or a part of that work to another company, they are called subcontractors. So um, when the government is deciding to give work, it's based on past performance. They want to know what you've done in your company, most likely, or maybe you could use your experience working maybe when you were in the military or working for another company. Sometimes you can write to your own personal experience if it's a small contract, initial small dollar value contract. Sometimes they will consider that. But otherwise, they want to award work based on your company's past performance. Why? Because it takes an incredible amount of effort on the government's time to put out an opportunity to bid, to review proposals, make a decision, issue a contract, award a contract. If that company then fails to perform, they've got to do all of that over again, plus whatever mission they were trying to accomplish just failed as well. So that's why it's so important that the company submitting the bid has similar size, scope, and complexity, past performance to the work that they need to get done. The second reason why this kind of system doesn't work is a FAR clause called limitations on subcontracting. And I'll let you look that up to see how it applies specifically to your business. But most contracts, if they are awarded to some kind of small socioeconomic status, small, women-owned, service disabled, etc., this clause will be included. And what that clause says is the company that was awarded this, must perform a certain percentage of the work. Your W-2 employees, must perform a certain percentage of that work, usually the labor. So you can't win a contract and then give it to another company to do all the work and then you just submit the invoices because you haven't now met that requirement. And if you try to do that, and I know companies that have done it maybe accidentally and they were debarred, meaning they're not eligible to participate on federal government contracts again. So not something you want to do. Limitations on subcontracting. And then finally, if you're able to get past all that, the other reason why this is not a good solution is most likely your price is just going to be too high. So let's say you find an opportunity that is for a plumber and you have never done plumbing, but you submit a bid. First of all, you find another company that does plumbing, and the average rate in this area is $50 an hour. So this company A, tells you, yeah, we'll do this work. You submit the bid. We don't want to deal with government. So you submit the bid and they tell you, okay, it's $50 an hour. So you have to add something on top of that so that you can make money. So you add, let's say, $12 on top of that. Your bid goes into the government at $62 an hour. Now, there's definitely another company out there who has submitted work before, has won work. You're not the only plumber in town, right? So here's another company in the area who also submits a bid, but they are a plumber. So company B submits a bid for $50 an hour. And guess who the government is going to award? You at 62, who is, never done work in plumbing before, or company B, who is submitting a bid at $50 an hour, who has 5 years of similar work working for the federal government. And it's B. So anyway, those are the reasons why this middleman strategy is not a good strategy. Has it ever happened? Possibly. Is it a good long-term strategy that I think is going to help you start a business? it's not something it's not the way I would start it. There's other ways to do it. Starting a business, getting that experience, starting as a sub, doing something very small that you're very, very good at is a great way to start a company and to get started in government contracting. So I hope that clears it up. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.